What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast. And today we have a really special guest in the building. Listen, this man is a singer, songwriter, a producer, and he's been around from in the late 70s to right now, giving you classic hits right up until this day. You know, we have in the building today, we have Mr. Everton Blender in the building today. What's going on, big boss?
Yeah, man, greetings to the king, Emperor like King Selassie the first, because he made this happen, and give thanks to having me. Bless up the staff of you people and bless up the people in that world. The good and the bad and the ugly, the young, the old and the disabled, guide and protect you, from this time forth and forevermore. Going out and coming in, give thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the Entertainment Report podcast today, boss.
Yeah, man. Nice to have you, man. Give thanks, man.
All right. On this podcast, we like to go right from the beginning and then bring it right up to 2022. So my first question for you is this. Where did you grow up in Jamaica and what type of child were you?
Well, right now, this a spiritual youth, from youth growing up, because you don't know, back in the days, church business and things, people used to go to church and everything, because we have to go to church at Sunday daytime and like, we them call it Sunday, the Sunday thing there.
Sunday school.
Sunday school and them like a thing there. So we grew up as a decent youth, So Everton Blender, me that tell myself, say, good youth, we not deal with no folly. Cause we grew up under whole heap of things, bad influence, good influence, normal influence, all kind of influence we grew up with, and we choose to do the good,
Mm. And where did you grow up in Jamaica?
Well, right, I live Clarendon when I was 1 year and 6 months, but I grew up in Kingston, like Walton Park Road, those places, Maxwell Avenue, Spanish Town Road, Even one at the time I grew up in Tower Hill, White Lane, Ashoka Road, Varma Road, some of those places.
And what was it like growing up in the area at that time? Was it rough? Was it not too rough? What was the vibes like in the area at that time?
Well, in the area, you used to have a whole heap of badness, because badness used to go and see me. But as a little youth growing up, we never really hungry like that, My grandmother always out there hustling, and because my grandmother, she could cook, and my aunt, the same thing, she could cook. So people used to hire them to cook and so forth, So it wasn't that hard in those days, but you still did have killing, but not like now, It was mostly like ratchet knife and man wrap up when them calling a kitchen pitch in a newspaper and have it in them pocket.
I hear you. And even then, how many brothers and sisters do you have that you grew up with in the house?
Well, right now, I tell you the truth, I don't know if my father have any youths out there, but what really happened, I know I have two brothers, two of us as brothers and one sister. My sisters passed away a couple of years ago. So it's only two of us right now, two brothers, one Cecil Peters and myself, same mother but different father.
Were you the oldest in your family growing up? You're the youngest in the middle. Where were you?
I was in the middle, because my brother is older than me. He's about 70 something. He's in his 70s. Mm-hmm. And Babylon said me is 67. And my sister, she was the youngest one.
Mm-hmm. So even growing up in your house now, being the middle child, what was it like now growing up being the middle child in your house at that time there?
Well, I tell you the truth, mostly, it was good. It kind of little, when I mean a little rough, like sometimes you have to do everything as a little youth. You have to wash the plate, you have to keep up the yard, you have to do all these things. But we don't know that sort of thing go as youth. Because, back when I go in the country, I have to go to bush to look wood for my mother to cook, and sometimes, pick up eggs, and sometimes, it's come to the thing going to the vineyard, we pick some, pick callaloo, or we pick gungo peas or something like that, we used to, back in those days, they used to, like when the milkman passed in, the milkman used to leave the milk on the column. at the gate. You get up in the morning, you know, back in the days, you know, and I like we used to go to shop. You need milk, the milkman pass and him left a jug of milk, and back in the days you used to have a bakery name, I think it's Purity Bakery, the man with donkey cart and them thing there, and you have to wait out on the roadside to get your bread and tea. You know. And I like no way you can't go to the supermarket to buy your bread and them things. Back in those days, you know, you have to stand up on the roadside and wait until the bread man come and you get a bread, and you know. So
and you'll be all right then. So even back then, growing up, what were your parents into? What was your dad doing, and what was your mom doing back then for work?
Well, my father, he died when I was young, you know, so I didn't have no much experience about his life or about him, you know. But I know my mother, she used to leave from country and come to town and look for me, carry stuff for me, you know, carry food, you know, yam, banana, cane, and money and all these things, because I was living with my aunt and my grandmother at that time, you know, so.
And you were seeing your mom hustling and all this stuff there. What do you think you were going to get into? Did you think you wanted to become like a doctor, a lawyer, a farmer? What did you want to become growing up at that time there?
Well, I tell you the truth, you know, Muscle. You see, that's what my people them did want, my auntie, them did want me to be like a lawyer and a doctor and a mechanic and all these things. You know, but right now, I was singing from, call it, experiencely 6, but from 3 coming up, you know, because my auntie them was singers. They didn't have any recording. They wasn't a recording artist, but they could sing. They sing choir and so forth. But I didn't know I was gonna come out to be a singer, come out to be what I'm right now. But the singing is in the blood, you know.
And what do you see, even though they wanted you to be doctor and lawyer, what did you want? What did you think you were going to grow up to be? When
I'll tell you the truth, you know, Muscle. As a little youth, we are singing, you know, people used to say, but a little youth can't sing, you know, but be a singer, you know. So sometimes the words of those people, you know, it interact in the heavens and make and sustain it, make it stay there and say, yeah, you're going to be a singer you're supposed to be, you know. So, but as a little youth growing up, you know, you remember you're young, you know, and sometimes, you know, I tell myself, say, all right, you know, go study mechanic, you know, or, you know, or welding. I used to love welding because if that is the first trade that I went out with, welding to weld, and then painting.
Okay, so you're a tradesman. You like trades.
Yeah.
You like to do stuff with your hands.
Yes, I love to do stuff with my hands because I used to, back in the days, even when I was growing up, like when I reached, like, after I leave my aunt and live with my grandmother, you know, I used to love to the coconut shell. We used to cut the coconut shell, cut it out in heart, cut it out in bees wing, cut it out in diamond and paint it. Sometimes we don't have no money, we go up on the road and see some people, we ask them, and them say, hey, you're very talented, you know. Say, wait for me, Friday I'm going to give you money, and when Friday come, them give me $100. Could I buy cheap tin of paint and some lacquer? She had a small tin of paint and some lacquer to get it shine, and glue down the pin so they can pin it in the shirt. So, you know, we did very skilled in back in the days when I was a child.
From back then, because you know how to hustle, you know how to make things happen. Even as a child coming up, you knew how to make things happen back then.
Yeah, man, because back in the days, you know, we had some brethren used to, like the site, like the work site. Back in the days, they used to use the cement bag. They not like now. They used to use cement bag. And we used to tear off the outside and use the inside and make paper bag and carry it to the market sometimes. Carry to the market, go sell, you know. Because we have some big people around where we love, you know. Some big individual will love us. And, you know, whole people, them always say, God bless them, my son, you know. So those and these are the things that carry us through. Because when we see the whole people and them want cross, we never pass them yet. And when the busman them want pass, we used to go in the middle of the road, go stop with them. And everything have to stop, you know. I would just make grandma pass. And she said, God bless you, my son. You know, so So we used to live, you know.
Those are the blessings that you carry with you up to this day. And I mean, those blessings from back then.
Yes, I'm telling you, man, for real.
You get it. So even now, going into school now, when you got into school, did you join like the choir, the band, or get into anything musical when you were in school?
Yeah, well, year how that comes about now. When I was in school, they have a singing class, and them say everyone must come to the singing class. Make he picked out one who can sing. So, you know, we did there, we practice and practice and practice and practice till when the right time come now, when we go into the choir room now, we start sing now. This little teacher now, his name is Mr. Anglin. Mr. Anglin hear a voice. And him say, I hear that voice, you know, where the voice is coming from. But as a little youth, you know, you kind of shy and you sing low. You know, sing high out, you know, like there was a people, there was a children, them way, with them loud voice. But me, I sing. So he walk around, and him can't find the voice. So him stop at everyone's feet. Everyone's feet, him stop. Put in his ears. Who can't hear properly, put his ears to their mouth and say, hey, this is the voice. Can walk around, and him tell him, find me. And him say, you can sing. And he take me up in his hand and take me to the what I call it now, to the piano room. And he was teaching me a song. And right now, I kind of have a little clue right now, but I don't know if I can sing it, but like, remember these songs like, me coffee, me coffee, me coffee, me coffee, me boy, I want me coffee in the morning. Before that, the whole day, only thing for me is me coffee with my drill bread in the morning. Me coffee, you know, them. Then I see it, I mash up the whole school, man, come out and say, but them used to have them recording tape. You know the recording tape, right? And the man walk around every school and say, listen my singer. Everyone say, hey, his voice is sweet, it's good. Everybody start rush me. Everyone in the school start rush me. I say, you can sing, man, you can sing, you know? Yeah.
And that's where it really started for you in school.
Yeah, that's where it really started for me in school, because they used to have concert. And they used to put me on the concert. And I think this Reggie used to be there too. His name is, what's his name again? I think it's Jimmy Tucker, not Juna Tucker. Juna Tucker is the last one, but Jimmy Tucker, you know, he might the only one will give me like a problem. I don't know if it's because he's brown, you know. And I was so black. You know, and he was called me black. You know that's it. But he was a brown one. But him come to me and him encourage me. I say, you, your voice nice, you can sing, keep it up. Yeah, so that made love with him, you know. But the both of us used to go to the same school.
Okay, so then you were doing like the school concert. Did they actually carry you on the road where you went to any other schools to sing at this time here, no?
No, I don't remember of that. But I know they used to take me to church. They used to sing at different church, like, you know. Yeah.
And who was the singers that you were looking up to back then, where you really liked their voice or how they were singing or what they were doing?
Well, back in the days, not the 70s, growing up, you know, what does I know? We used to hear, back in the days, we used to hear mostly foreign songs. Like Percy Sledge, and what's that blind brother name again?
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, listen, Sam Cooke. We used to have some foreign artists. We used to have some good songs out there, like songs like Lollipop, Lollipop, oh lolly, Lollipop, Lollipop, back in those days, and wash all my troubles away, oh yeah, and certain kind of song. But growing up now in the business, now we used to hear some different type of songs, like better get ready, come to rock steady, whoa, whoa. You got to do it just like, hope you are ready. You know, some kind of song we used to hear back in the days until we start to hear about Linval Thompson. Now we used to hear about what's his name again? He died the other day in England. Michael Prophet, and Ken Booth, Alton Ellis. You used to hear about like Marcia Griffiths, 'cause back in the days when we were growing up and in the dance and you hear Marcia Griffiths put on, you know, say you have to find a girl back in those days, you know. When you hear them kind of song, the certain special song you used to play, you have to find a girl back in the days, you know. So we just start off in that manner where I call it now. You know, it's like we never used to really go out there. Like, you know, like Amanda said, well, look, you can sing and really carry on this or carry on this or carry on this. So probably if me did grow up among some other singers or some other people who love the music, them I would start singing from 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
But my auntie them know them couldn't sing. But when people tell them, say, you know, see, you never can sing. Them just take it as nothing. Better I'm going to learn trade. They be a doctor or something. I'm going to learn some trade. Them never really have it to say, boy, Everton Blender was going to be out there as a singer, you know? And
sure.
my auntie, she not even did live to hear our nephew, you know? That's, you know, she used to hear me before she dropped out, you know? She knows I can't sing, but she never really hear me upon the record and hear me upon the radio station or upon the TV station or getting interviews. She never lived to see that, you know? So sorry.
Mm-hmm. There's one name that I know you liked from early on, Dennis Brown. What was it about Dennis Brown when you heard him that really got your attention?
Well, I tell you the truth, you know, it's Dennis Brown. Him have a commanding voice, you know. Dennis Brown have a commanding voice. I can remember when I was even going to school back in those days, he used to have a song that said not really in school, but when we graduated from school and come out, he used to have a song with Dennis Brown say, what about the that never been told? What about the that never been told? What was hidden from the wise and prudent now reveals to the babe and so clear. I don't know, we just have a love for that song. And the talk, sorry, as I talk about that, as you asked me that question, I can remember when I graduated from school, right? Mm-hmm. I meet my teacher in, I think it's downtown, somewhere there. I don't remember where I meet him. And he said to me, Everton, you can still sing? I say, yes, teacher. I say, sing with me here and me sing the song. What about the man said, me lose my voice, Rasta. The man said, you can't sing, man. You lose your voice. You lost your voice, man. Because back in the day, you sing, me coffee, me coffee, me coffee, me coffee. Oh, me coffee in the morning. Some high note, some high pitch. Mm-hmm. As them way they come, that's why I can carry some my notes, them hard. You know, I can carry my notes, them because back in the days, you know, so we used to sing. The man tell me, say, well, I'm lost my voice, Rasta.
And did that feel discouraging at that time, or you figured he doesn't know what he's talking about at that time? You know,
Mama said, what I talk about that? You don't know what I talk about. And now I'm bad. That I said to myself, you know. So here why you, a lady was standing at the bus stop. You know, you have a beautiful voice. Don't follow him. You have a beautiful voice. You can sing. Because back in the days, you know, we never used to have certain kind of song like cultural song. The only cultural song you used to have is sometimes you might hear like I used to listen to Impression too, but I used to like I think it's back in the days you used to have Eptones and used to have John Holt and the Paragons. Used to have some good groups out there, you know, used to sing some good songs. Song that is a vibration. We all gonna sing the same song. Can't forget when I used to grow up and I hear them sing them. I used to love it when them come with it. Yeah. You used to have a little vibes and Jacob Miller, you know, used to sister. And then because I look at it, when you go up and say, you say that you sing and they can't sing in them vibes one away. So we Jah the Almighty bless us and we could know good people and good songs. And back in the days when we was going to dance and so forth, we never used to love hear the common tune them. We call them common we play up on the radio. We used to love the song, them, the one of the song. We never dance like, and you hear Toby's one of them sound that play some tune. You never hear them tune song they find they hear buzz. I say, wicked. We kind of song them that. Them time they used to have some rust. Back in them days, they used to say the rust them ugly, you know. With some big Congo and them eyes stay weird and them nose stay weird. Used to have the album named Better Dub and, you know, some different kind of songs used to on those vinyl, you know. Just my man and the Rasta man and the pan it look bongo up and if you have weak heart, you're afraid, but you used to love them, you know.
So you were taking in the Rasta vibe from them time that you were noticing Rasta from early out.
Yes, because I can remember one time when I was coming from market, me and my auntie, and a Rasta man was coming up the road and we was going home, right? So we come in the opposite way from the Rasta man. So the Rasta man give me a smile, you know. I say, oh, Rasta man. So the Rasta man called me, so me a drift from my auntie note to go to the Rasta man. And my auntie, a old man, a drum me. She said, you go. I said, no, auntie. And Rasta man, no, do me nothing. I'm going to go to the Rasta man. And the Rasta man said, don't follow your pagan auntie here. I can't forget that. He has a little youth. I tell you, it was about 11, 12. The man said, don't follow your pagan auntie here. Them are pagan. Them no love Rasta. Them want to kill out Rasta. Yes, when the Rasta man don't talk to me, I'm going to say, no, boom, and my auntie around the corner and wait for me because I used to live at 17 lane. My backyard gate used to on 17 lane and the front gate used to on, the front gate used to be on 17 lane and the back gate used to be on 15 lane, right beside the Chinese cemetery, Waltham Park Road. And me I tell you, so my auntie hold me in a Rasta and grab me and drag me in a bridge and give me a flash in a bridge that tumble down from my face in a bridge. That's the people them say, auntie, be careful of the youth, so the Rasta man out there, so the boy, grab out of me and run go to Rasta man. Say, that say you have to angle him, so from them time, the blast, I know say me have to come be a Rasta, because my auntie never love Rasta. And it's my auntie still, it's my auntie, I'm love her, because them grow me up as a little youth and feed me. But when the Rasta man say pagan, you don't know, me get to find out them love Rasta, because when I was growing up amongst her, she said to him something for chima, she don't want a Rasta, dirty Rasta in her yard, and them look at him, you know?
Did you even know when he said pagan, did you even know what that word was, or that word stuck with you later on till you figured it out later on in life?
No, I never know what I mean by that. when me grow up big now, in the Rasta faith, me know what is pagan, you know. So if it was me, I wouldn't call her a pagan, you know. But if she was alive, no one should still dealing with me certain way, me not call her a pagan. Cause you know, even when I was living, on Q Road, Q Avenue, the people them never used to love Rasta. Because when I tell me auntie run me out, because the people my pressure, say I have to come out because water have to pay and rent have to pay. When me go man to show you, say how the people them used to move like a pagan. And some me I realize now what is pagan. Because watch this now. The lady looked for my auntie and said, you know, you can't stay in the car. More water have to put in a pot. To show the people I'm thinking of bridging. More water have to put in a pot. Water we have to pay that chat them, you know. More water we put in a pot. And we have to bathe and them like thing there. More food have to go in a pot. So current, you know, see. Well, I tell the people that deal with me away. Them say current have to, too much current to go burn enough to cook more food. That means say you would have to put in one extra 2 dumpling or extra yam or extra banana. So that I will bring up the light bill. All political things we go through, man, and when I time I go, so woman have to move out, you know. Have to move out, and trust me, if I'm there, so man, not tell him, man, pure, we also know, I wouldn't say judgment, but pure hard life, you know, from there, so from left out. Because my grandmother ended up died, and, you know, because she was the one who used to save me, because when them want to run out, she start crying, and say, oh, I'm so pick me, and she start crying, so. You know, she was the one that saved me. But since she died, well, the pressure come on. Yeah, man.
And were you still in school at this time here now, or you had left school at this point?
No, you know what? No, I left school, you know, at a tender age, you know. Because back in those days, you know, you used to out school when it's 15. So you have to go learn trade. When me out school, I was about 15. I went to Selassie Secondary, but right now, my grandmother, my auntie tell me that I have to go and learn some trade. So back in the days, it was all about like getting the door. Although I never grew up hungry still, but when you grow up as a 15-year-old, you know, and the pressure is a little bit tight now, you have to learn that trade so you can bring in a money come now. So when I was 15, that's when I graduated from school. So I graduated at a tender age. So I've been experiencing from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 coming up, Used to sing, back in the days like that. That young tender years used to hear. When you hear the songs, you used to sing them forward. And people say, well, you can't sing, You used to sing Dennis Brown, Yeah.
So even now, you graduated school. So did you start working, or did you start pursuing music right after school?
No, what really happened, my auntie know this man used to work at a place named Blinds and Furnishing Company, Foreshore Road. Them time it's named Foreshore Road. So, the brethren can meet the brethren, say must come one Monday morning. I'm going to one Monday morning, I start practice, to weld and so forth. Then I can make my own I call it now waste basket. Back in the day, you used to make waste basket. I used to have the waste span. You used to make with steel, but the waste basket now, it have mesh. So it was sure thing that was the I call it now, that was the better. They used to make a different types of bins, and they used to make baby cribs and so forth, and panel bed, and all these type of things. So that's where I start off. And then, started to sing at when 12 o'clock come, we get lunchtime, we started to sing. And the man used to call me, the workers them used to call me and say, if you come sing to them, come sing a song for me, youth. I used to sing a Delroy Wilson, like, I don't remember the Delroy Wilson, but I used to sing some Delroy Wilson, because he was one of my favorite artists.
Okay.
And Dennis Brown, Then from there, I get my little boots and my little preps, my little prep up. My little boots, that's it. Just the boots up and say, mine sing a this song, Yeah.
So when did you enter the competition at the Bohemia Club?
Okay, well, here what now? Somebody tell me about it, Somebody tell me about it. And that time I was about how old. I don't remember how old I was. But I know I was up there, probably 21, 22, somewhere there. But I was pretty young. And somebody tell me, say, you can't sing. Why not go to bowling? They have contest up there. Why not go up there? Well, I'm going to try your luck, man. So I'm go up the one, I don't remember if it's Friday or Saturday, you used to keep it, or Wednesday. I don't remember. But I went up there and I sing an original song. Bad original song. I mean, say bad, because I just love write original song. And I didn't make it, I run second. So one of the brethren inside of the club called me one time and said, you come here and tell us something. You have a nice voice. I said, the song we just sing it bad, but the body don't know it. Sing a song with the people them know. So listen to a song on the radio and just come sing it. I say, all right, sir. Thank you. And just a boom and there the yard. For a while. I don't remember if it's every month I used to keep it. Manners. I don't remember if it's every month I used to keep that show. But we did it for a little while and I hear a song with Dennis Brown. Say that who go again? If you want my loving, if you want my true loving. I'm a daddy and listen to song. So we know the song now. And so me say, boy, I know me I go up there today. Go up there today, say, all right, I'm going to say a little while one day and be in the evening and put on some nice clothes. And back in them days, I used to love stripe shirt and harrow, Stripe pants for me and harrow shirt and Clarks. You used to have one and two local people used to come from foreign and they used to set me up, It's a little youngster coming up. So I go say, boom, and reach up there now and my time for go up to go sing, man, and when the man them start the rhythm man, ba ba da ba dee ba. I'ma say, if you want my loving, if you want my true loving, going out with my heart and my guts. You say, me reach the part where I say, well, you have a part in the song where I say, like I said, remember I go but I said, like I said, there is no reason why I have to cry. Why? I tell you no lie. Oh, why? Lord, fire, man. Yo, most of the place, boss. No, must say, come on, jump out 2 times, sit and say, no comments. I'm dead and gone, you know, boy, I miss him so much, boy, I'm not tell him on. The Trinity just get up out of the middle of the crowd and said, no comments. Now she say, I saw him moving. And I see at time we get about what? We get about $250 for win.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and I sure say, me get all bodyguard go home, police drive with me, go down Maxfield, catch you down Maxfield, me live. Go down Maxfield, man, close in a room. Everywhere the part I say room, but right now we used to live a little Q Avenue, you know, like we used to live down at the Arthur room, we used to live up top. And get a little money, and I feel nice. So the final come now. The final night come. I want to say it's when we win, you have a brethren, because I think every month you have a winner. Every month you have a winner until them have a final, a grand final. So everyone come together. And the grand final, sometimes them not ball it still, you know, grand final is a rust win it. Because me never know, me so young at the business, me never know the type of tune them we sing. You know, so the youth know sing a Diana Ross tune muscle. Man, the Diana Ross tune bad. And you know, say them old people, them big time people and them rich class people or some people who come out, cause poor, rich, everybody come out, you know. So them love them tune and them know them tune there. But if me did know back in the days, me that sing song like all dance with me, whoa, hold me tight, I will tight. You know, that's it. Them kind of tune them me that sing, but we never really know them type of tune there. So the virgin get me out and me make another food again. Cause I think it's $400 and something that I get. See the time I'm moving. And then when we run second, I think I get another money, you know, but I don't remember how much it is. Sometimes you just get.
And you were still working at the same place at this time here, no?
No, I used to, back in then I was doing painting. Cause the building get locked down. They shut down the company and went back to where they're from, back to foreign land.
Yeah.
So so blinds and furnishing they locked down from them. I was doing some paint with my cousin, because back in the days, if you know it, I know you know downtown. You see most of those buildings downtown by the waterfront, and me spray them in a muscle.
Okay.
You know the building on the waterfront, like down Orange Street, bottom, down
Yes,
King
man.
Street, bottom, way down to the waterfront. Yeah, man, most of those buildings, and me spray them, man, paint them. Yeah, man, me and some others, not really me alone, but yeah, others, Pegasus, and we spray Pegasus, you know.
So this wasn't like little painting like in somebody's house. This was a real big job.
Yeah, man, real big job, man. We are some man. And most of them rich people we live up on the hill, man, Cherry Garden, and they will be spray them house, man. Back in the days, they used to have some things they call them popcorn. They used to spray the popcorn and in the roof, in the ceiling. Sorry, the ceiling. Put and spray a thing named glass chips. So you know the glass chips, you know, it's eating your food. You know, the glass chip and you look up and you turn on the light, the glass chip used to twinkle. You know, but most of those places is rich people. No poor man couldn't really afford this type of work, you know?
From there. So then when you won, you didn't win the competition, so you came second and all of this stuff here now. So then what were your next moves musically at this time here?
Well, right now, we some brethren from the same Bohema, them try to link up some things to me, like some to sing on Then you have some tasties, talent and them thing there, but we never get any chance to go on the tasties. Cause it was so packed. That sometimes by the time you hear about it and you say, boy, go taste it and say already, them say, boy, them full up. You know, so we never get really with that. But as I was saying before, you know, in Kingston, I was making my straw ad because my cousin, may his soul rest in peace. He taught me how to make table mats and caps and those things out of the straw. So we used to use the straw and make hats, and we used to sell them for $10. Back in the days, $10 was mule per mule, so we used to sell them for $10. Basket, some sexy basket for the ladies, them and them could thing there. And from then now, you have a song name. I don't remember the song name of the song, but this brethren used to have that song. When name again, you to sing Roach in the corner. When name again?
Dillinger.
No, I don't think it's Dillinger. Kill him, Roach in the
Kill him.
In the same side, him say, kill him, Roach in the like must about bacon and got away from him. Dillinger, because me and Dillinger used to party, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, me and Dillinger used to skull school, man.
Yeah.
Man Dillinger used to skull school and go down a craft market, go listen calypso music. I'm sure some used to love the music. Yeah, but them time the Sparrow used to come down there, come sing. You know, when them used to have the song about 16 sexy chicken chasing him. Remember that song there, right? Yeah, so we used to go down there, man, and one time go down there, man, and bad boy rob woman, bad boy take over money, man, and go there, kill with the day. And we can't go to school again, because it's too late now, and the next day, Dillinger say, Everton, we are go downtown again. I said, Dillinger, you left from school again. I said, come on, music, and I love music. I know what I'm going to sing to, you know. Enough people don't know these things. And Dillinger just put a portion of black pepper with salt in my pocket and put a portion in his. I said, yo, any boy try to rub me, we just fling it in the mouth. So we just go downtown again, man, and we did them, and boy, I rush Dillinger. He never really rush me, so Dillinger just throw the pepper, salt and pepper in and yeah, and the boy said, but a boom and boom. So the next day now, about a week after that or two, should say, we say, Dillinger, you know, so we go back downtown, because we love how the sperm and them sing and them shake the little, you know, the little thing there when them shake. The body. Yeah. So go back down the man and my share, so go back down the boss. So we notice the same boy did the camera look out for you know. The same boy we go back him up. So he must say, Dillinger said, I said, don't move Dillinger, because the boy look like it new, you know, like when I look on you know, Jesus, and I see him come on. So don't say nothing. And you come and one of them there, come and choke up. I said, no, sir, I don't know nothing what you talk about, brethren. And you choke up on me, I said, no, I me are the first me I come down here, so. I said, Dillinger, bolt to the right. Bolt to my fist, bolt to the brother, nearly whole me like a shoot Dillinger run, you know. So Dillinger run, the boy was hold me, I'm just going to say, not there, because back in the days when we go to school, we used to play a team name. We call it again, all one those man running, the man can't catch you. Rockins or Poppins or wait one name back in the day. So we just go like that, go and him grab some of the sit. From that, we don't go back down there again now.
Who you were talking about was Errol Scotcha.
Errol Scotcha. Yes. Errol Scotcha, man. Yeah, man. So we used to sing on his sound. Because we used to sing on the sound. We used to have all of you, can't name again. I remember when. But we used to sing on theme sound. Then we left off a theme sound and sing on a sound named Papa Leo. And then we left off a Papa Leo. When we were still singing on Papa Leo, we went to this virgin named Mr. B. He used to have a club off Maxwell Avenue, and I think it's Linda's Road, named Girls Club, something, or Girls, something like that. We used to sing on theme song, and then song we sing on again. We used to sing on the next song named with a brother named Blue. And we used to sing on Youthman Promotion.
Oh, you're on Youth Man too.
Yeah, we used to sing for Youth Man promotion. And but when the man them put the thing in my lap now muscle. But I said, boy, I don't want to just stand and tell me say I 32 with fire. So we just cut. Yeah, we just cut and go Clarendon, that is 1985. And then now, when 1985 now, I went to Clarendon now, staying down there for a while. Because that's how here I start my family in Clarendon. So we used to sing for a song named Sir Admiral. And then they changed the name to Sir Admiral, from Sir Admiral to so new again one, can't remember, but and then you to sing another song them call him Santex. Santex was in race course that year I was born. You know, Master Vice.
Yes.
It changed the name of the song from Admiral to Master Vice. We used to sing for Master Vice, and you know Master Vice, I go and the champion sing up on the sound, mash up the place, and you know, yeah, DJ they were bad to, you know, but we used to mash up the place. I can remember one time we went to this dance in Manchester, and the man them beat down the fence muscle, everything come off of the fence muscle. When the man when they light out, you can see all white house, pink house, blue house. I'm saying, but when we come to the lab and watch them house there, I walk one. The man them beat up the fence. You know the man them broke muscle. Cause the dance nice, and the man will keep the dancing beard, you know. Same does the man does say, you know, say me need back that sound now. We need back that sound next month, you know, where I rewind the dance bad. I know the man do muscle, the man line the zinc, on top of the zinc with barbed wire. The man line barbed wire round the fence. It's when you start singing on the place, I mash up. Me say, when the place start mash up muscle, and man say, boom, and beat the fence, and the barbed wire car, they say that you are good youth, you know, because they nick the fence and the barbed wire bore man, you know. The man him said, no, the man him said, don't lick the fence, don't lick the fence. Don't lick the fence. The man said, well, the man him light and look on the fence, man. Light and look on the fence, man. The paper barbed wire, the man upon the fence, man, the barbed wire bore the youth, man. The man and the dance still ram again, because the man said, well, look at see where you come from, look at see where your body, you know. Yeah, man. So from then, you know, from this it start.
Who else was on Master Voice at that time there too?
Well, it wasn't any too much big artists now. You used to have a youth named Mr. Cool, and you used to have a youth named Jonathan, Sample, Jana Sample, and we used to have again. You used to have Japo, and you used to have we used to have couple singers and DJ on it. But when I went back to town now, because you know my baby mom was pregnant with my child, you know, that is Aisha B. So me have to go back to town now to see if I can get some work. She make sure, you know, food coming and thing. You know, so we went back to town and man them, cause things wasn't that nice, you know. So, because I went back to my workplace and tell them, say, boy, I beg them if them can take me on back on some work. Right, them say, take you on back on work. You know, left your work, man. Because we did leave the work, you know.
Yeah.
And food sing on the song now, because what really happened, sure, sometimes come here can move too fast. Sometimes I left the question for you to ask and then the answer. I go back, sometimes I move too fast. So yeah.
All right. So you're doing good things on Master Voice now. How long were you on Master Voice for?
A good while now. Because, you know, the sound live close by, because our family, you know, close by my mom, where my mom lives. So anytime them a play, we just walk over. You know? And then we leave from there. We leave from Master Vice. I used to have a little bridge, you know. May his soul rest in peace. His name is Daddy Rai. Daddy Rai used to have a song too in the same district or the same neighborhood or what you would say. You know, so From there to there, from there to there, you know. And with them a play, you know, cause you see, people love music in a way that's anytime the music started to play, trust me, a line of youth, they out on the roadside, you know, or the inside listening to the music.
And at this time here now, what was your name when you're singing on these songs here?
Well, my name was growing, you know, because I used to have a song named Blend Them. That was the song that people really used to love. And we used to have some other songs still, but Blend Them was the main song. We used that and mash up any sound, man. Because I can remember, all right, before we go to that, when after Master Vice, we was singing on Master Vice, this virgin, he used to work, I think he was the supervisor, some farmer from Topman for the used to have a center, a trade center down by Water Lane. And he was keeping a dance. He was keeping like a stage show. And him hear me sing and him say, you know, say, you never put you on the show in the guy, you sound good, you know, you're bad. So him put me on the show. And Sugarman, that was the headliner for that show, but Sugarman that couldn't make it. So he sent an artist by the name of Nitty Gritty. So them send Nitty Gritty now, Nitty Gritty come now, and we started to sing. And when the show done, the show was nice. So Nitty Gritty went back to Kingston and said, Sugarman, I said, Sugarman, you were able to sing a name Everton Blender. And Sugar said, yeah, man, I want a wee man. Him say, why the man bad? So from there, so, you know, things start grow because the sound that they use at the stage show, the sound, that name of the song was Destiny.
Okay, so then this is where you got involved with Destiny here.
Yeah. Yes, because this brethren, I don't remember what his name, he keep that show at the center, at the trade center. So after that now, Destiny write me a letter. And I was at home making some straw hat and straw bags and hungry. I'm telling you, hungry. Because my mother went out. Because my mother used to sell like fried fritters and fried dumpling and ginger beer and snowball and bread and fish and, you know. So my mother used to go out in the cane field and sell the cane man them food and them thing there. I can remember one time I go look for mama, I come from town and go look for mama. Mama say, listen, mama face look long. So I say, mama, how you look so? Why work as them run with my mother in my play me? I say, we feel it for mama water, come on here and stuff. Yeah, man, them. But the next week, them tired, because they know say if them not tired, they have no food to get. Well, after that, now, I was saying to you about Destiny Sound. So Destiny Sound wrote me a letter saying that they are having a dance Saturday in Mandeville, in Manchester, where the name of the place is Blue Mountain. So I must come to Mandeville, what do you call it now? Come to the bus park, and somebody would be there waiting for me. So, but you know, I'm not listening to Muslim. I'm hungry today, you know, Muslim like a vibes. I say, go to the post office, go to the like a vibes. I say, after nobody now write me. So, I'm still down there and I the just come to me and say, go to the post office because it was coming close to the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was Thursday. It was Thursday or Friday. One out of the two. I think it was Friday, you know, and the Almighty said, go to the post office. And we just hear the vibes. Because the vibes start get vexed when they talk to me. Because that's why I love the Almighty. Mm-hmm. And keep my structure clean. So when the Almighty comes speak to me, I can hear and know when to move. So I just follow the vibes and go to the post office. I'm going to the post office and letter what you for me. I'm going to open the letter, muscle, and read the letter. Letter say, you can't sing, you know, why you sing, I know why you come sing for a song for you, know. See, I'm holding the letter here, and them send $250 come give me.
Okay.
Yes, when I'm on send $250 come give me, and the 80s, you know, 85, saying, whole heap of money that, you know, cause things never so dear, you know, cause you could have get a pound of chicken back for, you could have get a pound of chicken back for, what I call it now, back in them days, they like 15 cent or 15 cent or something like that. You know, see it. So can feed you for a month or two. So anyway, read the letter and tell me what to do. So I go to a boom and go a man, they don't know what the bus park no, and when I look, I see a car come and the car they park up a while and the car, I mean they stand up. You know, I go to the man go ask him anything and I say them to how me get to me get the vibes from the sound man, them say somebody will come pick me up. So we don't know who them say to come pick me up, and the individual don't know who, but him there for a while from here, for a while. Till one time you see him come out of the car and say, are you name Everton Blender? Are you forget pick up? And I say, yeah man. Him say, come. Go into the car and reach the dance muscle man. Me I tell the muscle man. Yeah. And the quickest dance ever ram muscle. 15 minutes on the dance ram. Remember me I tell you, because me and culture not today, them and culture not say, where is me singing Everton Blender? I say, me start sing. Remember me I tell you, man. Until you see Shabba Mellow, man, the selector, man, and can tell you, man. Fastest dance ever ram. The man, them say, where get that singer from Shabba? But me and culture not ram the dance, man. Ram it up, man, and things nice. So from there, so we started to grow, you know?
So that was, so when you got to Destiny International at that time there, it was only you and Culture Knox that were on the sound at that time there?
Yeah, at that time we used to have, we used to do on the sound there again. I think, you know, say me and Culture Knox was at that dance, and you have Youth and Green, you have a youth named Joker Irie, and then Tone Rebel them start coming, and then Garnett Silk start coming. I think you have Little Kirk. I can remember one time I was at a dance and I was singing. I feel the mic grab out of my hand. When me look at one little youth, not you look down pan, so grab out the mic out of me and start singing. So I say, where the youth get them a bit from? It's like a bad singer. Man, mash up the place, man. We have to take him, put him on a beer box. On 2 beer box, make the people them see.
Little Kirk. So then Destiny at this time now became your resident sound that you were on all the time, singing on all the time at this time here now?
Yeah, all the time, until the sound start get big now. And when the sound start get big now, you have a brother, Shabba Mellow. Shabba Mellow is a selector, right? But his brother started to get a little high pitch, you know? Yeah, started to get a little high pitch. So we just make sure leave before them tell us to leave, you know?
Yeah, but you did a lot of good stuff on Destiny. I don't want you to leave so quickly because remember, this is now where Garnett Silk and Tony Rebel really got introduced into the situation right now.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, man. But what I meant, after that, we ended up leave the sound, you know, because we went to Kingston and started to elevate now. You know?
And when did you meet Harry J in your career?
Oh, you see, that's why sometimes I feel like I move a little bit too fast. Like 79, 80, late 70s, going to the 80s, yeah. I was there and them time the computer rhythm just put out. Them time they used to have a bridge name problem and used to do a style name. Computer, this a computer. Thingy bow yawa. Them time they, you know, fresh, I really the place, and so I went to Origi and Origi have the computer. And a man say Origi and say, Origi, that you can't sing in Origi. I say, one of them there, man. Come time they have mostly big artists, them, you know, used to come around there and pay attention. That them get their attention, the big artists, them get their attention. Until one day, come tell myself, so I now stop going to originate my voice a song every day. I'm telling the use of a youth name again. Them same blind now. He used to mix. Again, man. But anyway, they put up on the computer rhythm and sing a song, say, want a jumbo jet, me want a jumbo jet. Want a jumbo jet, fi carry me pass it. Want a jumbo jet, me want a jumbo jet. Want a jumbo jet, fi carry me pass it. Inna the dance, me no rap up, rap up. Inna the dance, me no skin up. A man buy piece of chicken and get turkey chop. Everton Blender, you a long time, sir, you know. So, but in those days, them used to, where I call it now, back in those days, muscle, they never used to put your name pan recording the muscle.
Okay.
What them used to do, they must put it on white label, no name on it, and just send it abroad. That's what they used to deal with it sometimes, you know. But sometimes, when I did it, a song for Eric Bubbles, late former band member from the Black Roots, he put my name on it, you know, Everton Williams and so forth and thing. You know?
And from there, things started to move because even when because I know your original name was Booba.
Yeah.
No, Boobaroo.
Boobaroo.
Okay. How did you
the Booba same way, but the Boobaroo, yeah.
How did you get Boobaroo and how did you move from Boobaroo to Everton Blender?
Boobaroo. Well, all right. When I was a youth growing up as Everton, right? Them always call Everton them Booba. That's how I get the flow, how the man them a tell me. But there was a virgin name Everton like me, and them call him Booba same way, but him never used to hold the energy. But I, as a little youth, I grew up from about 21, 22, or a little bit younger than that. Them say, you love the vibes, you know, because when I youth I grew up, we never used to deal with certain folly. And we used to respect old people, and that's how we grow. Good morning, tell me to the old people. Good morning, Miss Alice. Good morning, Miss Davis. What have you? That's how we grow. So, I used to come and tell me, say, you are the real Booba, you know. You are the real Booba. You are the real Booba. As a little youth, you grew up militant, because back in the days, a khaki me wearing, you know, pure khaki, you know.
Okay.
We used to love khaki and Clarks. And some of them wear as a little militant, so they have me as a militant youth. Booba, militant youth. You know, see, but at the end of the day, when you find out muscle, Booba means like fighting for liberation for the poor people or for the people, you know. I mean, never know that, you know. So you see, the one them say, and me forget the name Booba. At the end of the day, come turn out to be positive because Booba means, you know, Booba means fighting for liberation for the people. Boobaroo. You should not say so. From there, so, you know, as from there, so, you know, I tell you, me get the name Booba. But what really happened now, me used to sing as Everton Williams.
Okay, so your real name was what you were singing under it.
Yes, me used to sing as Everton Williams, because I can remember one time gone when I was in the country, in Clarendon. Steromars was the top sound that coming up in Clarendon now. So you have a youth them calling your soul rest in peace. Boy, I tell you. His name Arthur Badden. Arthur Badden say Booba, I can't go to Steromars tonight, go mash up the place, you know, because they done a pass through, you know, and very take. So I say, all right, and in my ride, Arthur Badden was riding one of those big bikes, them, what are them name? The time them just come down, I didn't remember if it was a Chin 54 or one of them Yamaha something like that. I remember waiting it. It was a big bike, and go some more reach at the dance. So we reach at the dance now. Arthur Badden look at me and say, Everton, ain't you ready? You know, you just let me know what song you're singing. Ain't you ready for sing, should say. I say, yeah, man, you make you know word, man. So I hear this song where sounds you know that song, right? Boom, ping, ping, boom, boom, bum, bum, ping, ping, ping. I don't know if you know it by that still, but it have a name, but I don't remember the name of it. So I say, Badden, one piece of the reading here. So Badden said, let's go on with the man and tell Nicodemus to give the mic, man. So I go up, you know, and touch Nicodemus and tell Nicodemus one piece of the reading here. Nicodemus, what's your name? So I say, my name Everton Williams. Never heard that name there before. Where you come from? Somebody just say, yo, you hear me? I just walk where I start. I just walk where and go back and stand outside the Artabad. So Artabad say, I want to go and book. I said, that DJ they chat too much, man. See him I say him chat too much, because I want people to make him ask me what my name. I say Everton Williams. Never hear about Everton Williams here. Where you come from? You can't take no argument for go sing a song, Rasta. So Artabad must go up that say. and I touch him on the shoulder and say, yo, let me sing at the mic. I'm going to go and hold it in a muscle and say, oh, listen, listen, people, listen. I'm going to sing you a song. But I'm going to say, oh, listen, people, listen. When I tell a man, muscle, I'm out of gunshot. Muscle, they say the first me a gunshot for the day with band, man. Every verse, not the song, I sing gunshot. The what else did you come from? You know, so when we are coming to the business, we never normal, man. I just do not hype and show off in a muscle, because you what no. This back in the days, them used to say cat. Them say cat call, but I'm blending in the house, you know. Separate corner. I saw them man, they used to deal with me in the dance. Separate corner, saying, no, say me no normal singer. You understand? Revolutionist singer. When we are sing, the people them say Blender, when they are sing Goosebump, run power Blender. You don't know normal youth. So we really up now. After we mash up a dance, we really up now. I go to town now. And the man them said to me, say, why Everton, you know, supposed to sing under your real name, you know. You find a name for yourself, man. You can't sing with your real name, Everton William. The man them, some say, well, all right, you know, find a name, give me then, no. Some of the man them say Everton Players. We can't afford that, you know. Everton Players, some of them say Everton Screwdriver. Some of them come on and say Everton Toaster. I say, no, man. No one Everton Toaster. I better want to say Everton Blender. So comes the name stuck, you know.
Just like that.
Just like that, Papa. And the name is right to call. The secret is in the blending of the music. You know? Yeah, and this blender is the only blender we not deal with batching or switch, you know. Nor plug-in, you know.
Natural.
You're natural, you know, them kind of mix up and thing with them talk about. So if you come to get the name and the name stick.
So you're going and good. All right. So even with Destiny, how long were you on Destiny with you, Garnett, Culture, Knox, Tone Rebel? How long were you guys on Destiny for?
Well, we did that a while, you know. We did it, Carly said we did the amongst them probably about 5 years.
So it was a long time that you were over there for.
Yeah, about 5 years, you know, no more than that, I think, though. But trust me, you know, until we start migrate now. We go back to Kingston now. You know, that's where my auntie dropped out. She died. And when me go out, you know, as a youth now, we are put on my locks now. I don't know if not talk it straight, you know, but we just have to give you the history. So when you go so now, boom, and went back to my aunt. Them say me a Rasta, me turn Rasta, so them say me can't stay at them place anymore. Real now this time, so went over next door neighbor. I was sleeping on verandas and thing, you know, sleeping on cold concrete and thing. And I can remember someone who was one of the tenants who was living in the yard. Them said to me, say, Everton, where you get one cardboard, man? You can't just sleep on the cold concrete, so you catch up cold in the youth. So we get a job with a brethren, and there was a big carton box. I'm just carry on the carton box and spread it on the veranda and go sleeping. I can remember one night I hear, boy. He said, kill the boy, you go with the boy, get break. And the boy jump the fence and gone, and the man, boy, cut 2 shots off of him. Yeah, the next one now. Him get wet, and him say, yeah, man. Him say, you sure? Him say, yeah, man, him jump the fence. Him say, you sure you look on the veranda? And I said, nah, man, me not have to look on the veranda. I let him bust the 2 last shot off of man, the 2 last shot about over the fence, the boy I go and bust the shot, you know. We say, any other man will come on the veranda. I'm not sure that's how I have to love the Almighty, man, Rastafari. Any other boy will come on the veranda, come see man, I dead man. But Jah just show them, say, yo, you see the man jump the fence, and that the man I tell you, say the man jump the fence, and them must leave it. So from that night, the brethren come in at the veranda, them time they have a little passage, you know, after you go in at the house, you have a little passage. And the passage means sleep. And from there, so, you know, we get a little hustling with one of my cousins. And from there, so now, you know,
because
not change.
At this time, did you kind of leave the music business to go do work this time?
Yes, because I am my daughter, my wife pregnant with my first kid, child, Aisha. That's Aisha Blender. So, well, I have to live from country now. So come me live from country now and go town. You know? And Destiny Sound wasn't on Destiny Sound anymore. So we say, right, you know what? If we go to town and then more closer to the business, you know, because if I didn't leave country, if I didn't leave town and went to country, me da boss long time. Or probably me da boss on a different angle. You understand? But it's a good vibes why it really work that the way how it work, you know, because after coming from country, going to do the painting and stuff what, because we still do a painting for a while. That's even Garnett Silk look for me and tell me, say, why you the vice where you have me now do no work, you know? Tonerable the same thing, youth and green the same thing. If a man I say, why you the vice when you have me now work, you know? Sorry. Now working towards me. So me ending up by muscle national, they ended up left the work muscle. Most of them ended up left the work, hungry nearly kill me. Because I have no money I come in for the week or if the child go to country, but you know, I have to start all sell all cigarette and them little thing, them little herbs and them little thing, them muscle. Me not tell you, and sweetie. Go dance, go sell sweetie, because enough man know them thing there. I go dance, go sell sweet, you know, icy mint and little weed on the side, and I can't have enough, you know. I have to just have all 1 5 stick or 1 10 stick. It done fast, you know, because I know I have a portion for me. When Babylon come search me, them find a weed. But me know some used to sell cigarettes. Even my girl used to buy cigarette from me, you know, spliffy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, spliffy was one of my customers, man. Spliffy, me used to love when spliffy I buy from me, because spliffy will buy on a pack or half pack, you know. Spliffy now buy less than half pack or a pack from me, man. So
Life is full circle. Life is full circle when you really see it.
Yeah, man, I tell you, man. Yeah, but you know much man, all one man where you forgot how him name used to. And he used to control the building. When I work on the building and make up some other different apartment or some different stores and things. The man they run me off of them place, you know. The man they run me off of them site, man, and say, oh, me, I say I sell cook on my site. And I say, oh, me? Yes, I don't want to see you here. Blah, blah, blah. I forgot a woman chip out for a little while for about 2-3 days. But I was sell my cigarette and get my food. I get my little 20 or 40 dollars for the week. I send go to my family because we really happy, you know. I used to buy the half carton of cigarette for $87. I used to make back $30 after I make back $87. I used to make $30. So I put on $20 in a month. $20 in my pocket. In my billfold for the makeup. We carry go a country go buy food to the youth. So right now I'm not telling you, I eat sky juice, I drink sky juice and eat bull. I tell me weak muscle. One puff of breeze blow one time down a new name them and lick me down. If I never the wall, if I never the concrete wall, we drop a ground, man. Cause too much sky juice and bulla. That's all I could eat every day. Sky juice and bulla. Every day sky juice and bulla. Every day sky juice and bulla. Sometimes we make a little food, we can buy a bun and cheese, but every week we can buy a bun and cheese. Sky juice and bulla.
Right, true.
One time, muscle man and the fence hold me up, man. The concrete fence hold me up, man.
All right. So then when you left the business for a while, you're working and doing all these other stuff. When did you or how did you even connect with Richard Bell from Star Trail?
Well, you know what now? When we were singing on the Sound Destiny, right? And we migrate to Kingston, because Garnett living in Kingston, Tony Rebel living in Kingston, Youth and Green living in Kingston. I was living in Kingston, but just because of that thing that I was telling you, I went to the country, because most of my time was in Kingston. So after leaving country, now come back to town and was working and all sort of things and really blah, blah, blah. I was on Linders Road, and I saw Garnett Silk. But I never say Garnett Silk. We say, Bimbo, what one? And I said, Bimbo again, you know. Garnett Silk, you know. See him, he said to me, and I say, what? So I say, what one? He say, up so we there, you know. We do up a Pembroke, you know. Come link, come on, up there with the man. So me go so now boom and ending up go for Tone Rebel them. Roll away up there until go over Garnett Silk and over Garnett Silk one day. And Garnett Silk said to me, say, you know, say, you're my singer. I say, yeah, man, me know, man. He said, sing that song for me. I used to sing a song for me in Broken Hearted Melody because I used to love how me carry the slow, you know? So, me and him did the reason I only could say, a Bubba man come in. Before me even start singing the song, you know, say, a Bubba man come in and you hear the man say, you know, hear the Bubba say, Garnett Silk, the wickedest singer in the world. And Garnett Silk look funny man and say, no, man, they think me wicked. See, a singer was wickeder than me. See him look on him producer and tell the producer, and Bubba say, no wickeder than you right now, Garnett. You're the wickedest thing right now, man. Garnett I say, yo, that you there bad. Tell your Bubba, he say, sing the song. Where you just sing, the one that tell us to sing a while. Sing it, Bubba here. I'm going to draw the style where say, bro, home, wicked hearted man, oh, how be blood fire. We draw the slow muscle. The man said, blood fire, where the figure you come from? He said, that not tell us to sing a wicked man. So Bubba said, him not have anything to do right now, but him supposed to go in the studio about next week. So he was in the studio the following week and he did a song with Barry Hammond named False Preacher. And Bubba put me on that rhythm. Even Barry Hammond give me credit, you know, because Barry look at me and say, hey, you can't sing and you sing the song like, boy, are you the rhythm bill for?
Yeah.
And from there, so, you know, Bubba, me and Bubba start work until when Ellen Skelly gonna play that song now. And when Ellen Skelly first draw the song and intro come in, I say, you know, just come, lightning and thunder in a muscle. And she start explain and say, long time she know this youth because our friend did give me something to give her. And I tell her, I say, that he's a singer and one of them they want her to bust me song for me. And she said, she said, well, this is the time now to end up a bust me song for this man. And she drew it the second time and I tell someone I lightning and thunder again, you know, muscle. Turn around the flames, you know. And she drew it back the third time again, lightning and thunder and rain, you know. I suck on me busting a muscle. So me not have to self-praise myself. Me no normal youth. When me bust out in the music, me no normal youth when me bust out. But the Almighty. You know, see, so from this, so Everton Blender no stop. Although me get a whole of fight still muscle. Because sometimes, you know, like muscle. Sometimes I feel like give up. The fans them give me strength, you know. Yeah, the fans them give me strength and straighten up. Sometimes them tell me, say, boy, Everton Blender, I know you get in a fight. I tell you, from my page and them write me that, you know, and say, we know you get in a fight, but lift up your down, hold up high. You know, just a come, use a family man and start use back and song them.
And build you back up and give you back that vibe there.
I'm building, you said not say, enough time the things stay away muscle sometimes. My muscle, yo, I true they're not even normal. You might think that the business in a muscle, but now she said the business. Wicked. Man, hey, actually they're not even know the music, man. Sometimes a man see I go through and they not even know you go through. Sometimes you have to have the Almighty bounce when you go up on stage. Because sometimes them sprinkle a light and powder. When you walk over, when you go up on stage, you walk over it and you can't sing. Sometimes they put all things on your mic. When you sing through the mic, it mush up your voice so you can't sing. The music not normal. Them push who them want push, drop them who them want drop down. But it's true the Almighty me put my strength in the Almighty and everything I do, make the Almighty go before and do it for me. When I just do things to me name Everton Blender and say, boy, I will be a big star and I'm hype. No. Me hype with the Almighty. In me hype with. Him let me hype and tell me how to move and when to move and when to talk, when to run. Not tell us it. The music thing no normal. Them wicked in it. Them people we all kill you for coming it. Them people will try to hold it down for coming it. Them people will stretch all a man from Montego Bay to Kingston, which party they have to just touch you. I will them stretch you from Montego Bay to Kingston and touch Blender and say, yes, you're in a Blender category. Him just shibble down, you know about him again. So I saw them say them choose who them want to choose, them pick who them want to pick, them big up who them want to big up. And say, you're old artist, loudest to the young youth them. Me not fight against the young youth them. But if the young youth them did a team up with the older artists, everything would be nice. I'm not fight against no young artists, because you have to have young artists, but I'm just saying, do some collab. I don't know if it's the older artists, them no want to do the collab with the younger youth them or what have you, but I not fight against them, you know. But I'm on just say, you can't fight against us until we say you can't fight against us. Because you have to have the older ones to show you say, too much rat never dig a good hole. You know? Rat never dig until it chop off. You said that here.
100% there.
I was saying, say, never make this word neat you with say, if I didn't know. So you have to have the older ones them round you. Because young but no hurricane, you know. So you have to have the older ones them round you where can teach you. So the old work with the young and the young work with the old, because right now in this time I'm my youth them have to teach me certain technology. You see, so the old work with the young and the young work with the old. We can go like better than the young and the young can go like them better than we. So we have to make sure we keep the things on a natural level, because most of the young youth them out there, we don't know them, the singers them or the DJs them, we don't know them. You know, right now we kind of walk on the road right now and you know them, and them would have said they're high, but not know them. And one of them who probably might see it if never up and going on, one named Popcorn. Because Popcorn is a family of some of my brethren in Manchester, in St. Thomas, up here in Andover.
So then now you said Garnett Silk is really the one that introduced you to Richard Bell over at Star Trail now. So then when you got to Star Trail, did you actually sign, or you were just a part of the camp at that time when you're at Star Trail?
No, we just a part of the camp. We never really signed. You know, we never really signed. But they better for it sign, you know. Because sometimes, you know, the thing, you know, sometimes we just do it because true we love it here, man. I just that. Because most of the time, we love the music, you know. And we never look on the business part of it. You know, we never look on the business part of it. We just love the music and just have it. And we just sing.
Because I know even this time here was around the same time you connected with Jack Scorpio from Black Scorpio. How did you guys link up?
You know, say, Bobo, Star Trail always work around there, you know, always Black Scorpio work. Sometimes mixing lab. Sometimes we work on a bujo. You know, sometimes we work on some other studio. I don't remember, but most of the time it's Black Scorpio. So I so comes, you know, Black Scorpio, see me one at the time and say, right now, want have a rhythm them and she's man with when I mix over back. And I love my planet, you know. And we did have blend them, because I'm sure blend them from long time. Yeah, but we never sing it the way I sing it on the She's Mine with him. And then I think I did about 3 or 4 songs for Jack Scorpio.
Because even Blend Them and When I Just Come, those time, these 2 songs are running hot them time there. But I think thing took off a bit more. Blend Them might have took off a bit more on the real international way, because it had the Baby Wayne on it with I think the Barrington Levy, the Sanchez was on it. You were on it, so it was a lot of big hits on that rhythm there. Yes,
a lot of big hits was on that rhythm, because trust me, that song went number 1. Blend Them went number 1, and you know, Jack Scorpio is the first studio man that give me the number 1, because the said song name When I Just Come, I think it went 2 on the chart.
Okay.
In Madness chart. The Black Echo chart or something there.
You see, even with that song, When I Just Come, one sound system I remember playing that song enough where we remember it from was Bodyguard. Anytime you'd hear Bodyguard turn on, you're hearing that song for sure. When I Just Come.
Enough sound that song the killing up. Enough sound that sang the kill one, because I can remember when I was in the studio, when I was at Black Scorpio studio, somebody come and need that rhythm, need that song, you know, and Them say, how much for the song? And Virgin said, 20, man. And I said, 20? No, said 10. Back in those years, it was 10. He said, 10? No, man, just bust out, man. You talk about 10 grand. No, Rasta. So the man did that run up his mouth and I talk about me, about you were the singer in that team, boss good yet. And then, Mr. Virgin, but now pressure you hear me, I pressure you for voice tune from the Virgin. You just a call up my name like, I beg you for voice tune. I beg you for voice tune for your Virgin. Just leave me, man. I said 10, and if we can't be a 10, you just leave me alone and stop criticizing and talk about who are this muscle. Then I know, say, muscle. And down in my area, in a Clarendon, them have the clash, you know. I one place them call me a Rocky Pint, them never know, you know. And the same tune kill him, you know. The same tune kill him. I think Ricky Trooper, that play Ricky Trooper, use the same tune and kill him. We not just a come. Watch it joke now. Him here from the show. Him here say, I don't climb, I'm come from and investigate and find me yard. And come down there now and I tell me, say, why right I know in a blender. John Wash the voice a tune from what they end up with. The same tune, the one them kill me with the road stuff. And I give me 10 grand. I said, no, man, not 10 grand again, man. Remember, somebody let me for 10 grand and you had this program. 20. Man said, John, no Rockstar, something I go call, something that cost me 10, now I cost me 20. Boy, I got to tell him, say, I have my wives up, man. So I just go Kingston the next morning, because that was the Sunday. Because that was the crash was the Saturday. And we just go out town and think that it must be made that again, you know. Sometimes I say, come on, them tune that. You don't know, you know. My tune, I'm not a normal tune. I just choose them not exact myself, you know, muscle and show off, you know, muscle. And I got to get another interview again, because most everything them we not target, you know. But right now, muscle, we're not hype, man. That's not sure not further with the interview. We're not tell you, say, back in the days, the man, and we said lion. We're not singing or dancing. Say, can't call Everton Blender, separate corner. I saw them man, they used to approach me, you know. I saw them man, when the man they attack them, because they know say, we're not separate corner, we know one that better than no man, now better than one can, and the artist, you know, some of the artists them good. But we just assure when we are youth to grow. I saw we flex and we never used to love the whole part crowd. Because when we there country, there's certain man, I might flex with, you know, like Jonathan, Butler, Marty, Eddie, Natty Rima, Pepper, you know, Super Bees. You know, see, that's certain, you know, Starkey. There's certain people, you know, I say, man like all bag of rice and certain man, you know, see, yeah, man. We don't have no whole of friends that can count them for a finger, man. I like Kingston now, you have like Charlie Brown, Fire D, we make the Roots, Taylor D. You know, whole heap of you could use, man. Melon, you know, see, Johnny Ashley. You know, so when you grow, we never grow up in a whole heap of a company. So, you know, so I say, if you say Everton Blender or Everton Williams or Bubaru, I'm not alone in one corner space. So, I say, man, you just bless, you know, the corner, so on the space. So. Back in the days, them used to call me monster, you know, muscle.
Oh, God.
Laugh, you know. Them can't tell me, when they are black Scorpio, man, them can't tell me. I just come a morning time, like, say, I reach the Bible 9 o'clock. And by 6 o'clock, me out. 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock home. I mean, I laugh. We just stand up so in front and I look on Scorpio studio. Ask in the man and say, well, the first time, should I you talk? The man just come and steal, so just observe and the man not even talk. 6 o'clock, the man gone. Next man, you see the man again. Ask in the man. When we go at Jerusalem, you know, Jerusalem, you them said, Blender, show me what you love with. You bring the whole of your family come. No for the man them say we are bad man and we kill people. And you bring your whole family come, Blender. We love your Blender. We should say you love with. Tell me Scorpio, I keep him earth strong. And but when me done sing and say people not leave me, everybody go away. Jews and people love the man. I'm not talking everyone go people love me, but the ghetto and all those places, they love me because we don't forget nowhere muscle. Anything, if the people might eat from pork or beef or certain thing, them, if the people, if they go to the ghetto and them and tin mackerel, meat peace with them.
Mm.
I saw me stay.
Your groans with them.
Yes, me have in the street. It's a in the street muscle. And if me even rich muscle, me a in the street, come up with sing people. When me that Jamaica no muscle, me no drive per highway no muscle. Me drive through the ghetto, me drive through Olaba. You know Olaba man them say? Olaba man them say me are the only singer we drive with my window wine down in a bridge. Me no drive and hide in a bridge.
You want them to see you.
Yes. After when the puncher, you must see you. When the puncher, you have to come out now and like that, hide that. No, sir. When
Before that.
comes down road, man a fight to come take off my tire. The old man them rate me. Mr. Father Blender, me down there, make me read Father Blender. I suck on me, the youth them irate. You know, when we go in the supermarket, when we go to the market, should say, when we go to the market, I will put people in them, we can't buy from the whole of them, but at least now buy from 6. So they must eat food. Then I drive to Spanish Town and road them depend youth them depend the sidewalk and sell peanut and cashew. If me can't buy from me one of them, me not stop muscle. Me buy from everyone. Ask any little root of Spanish Town. Enough of them not sell them things. Them must sell swing you know, and me not really to eat swing. But we still pass and heal them. I saw me clear muscle. Every youth when I buy donut, when I buy from one people do muscle. I buy from all 3, 4, 5 people say everybody can go with them dumpling and butter rasta.
Because you're underground, you're groans in with the man them, you know what I mean?
All right. See me I say, right now I'm not in love where I go on now because the man them a kill too much. I don't know where I go on muscle. Sometimes you know you some little things in the muscle. Boy, and sometimes I say, boy, you know, say the man them wicked, the man them move wicked, the man them a kill off this and a kill off that. We don't know where I go and say sometimes them a do it. Them a go over the limit. But sometimes if it's some little things up muscle, or something muscle, nobody fool the muscle. Or something. One day I drive on the road, one man run me off of the road muscle. One big trailer man run me off of the road muscle. That's why I tell a man, say, I don't want no gun muscle. I'm not talking loud and clear with my people and hear my fans and everybody. I don't want no gun. You know, tell you why? The boy run me off of the road and like him show up him finger. He never have no gun, I'm going to drive him down and I'm sure. But attack, yeah, man. So sometimes some little things happen on the road, Reggie. Sometimes see how some little man them wrap them up in a body bag and some of them down in a gully and you not even know them the people. Trust my muscle. I mean I take up for no bad man, I mean I take up for terrorists. But me value in the street and see where I go on. Man, bad drive me with that tone and put up your finger and say, calm, you know the P word. All right. I'm not doing this man nothing.
Big
If you man rain a fall and my drive hard, I come in from muscle, I'm in a full white to the muscle. I see a big stone on the sidewalk, I'm going to draw feet. And the fastest car, I'm close up, slow down.
So, okay, even around this time when you were at Star Trail, I know there was one point in your career where most of the songs were coming out between Star Trail, Black Scorpio, and you even came up with your own label, Blender, at that time there. So those were the 3 labels that you were putting out most of your music at one time.
Well, right now, most of the time, I mean, I put out things for myself, you know. Most of the album them I have out a road right now. I think one album, 2 albums Star Trail put out from me.
Which was the first one?
The first one.
First and second one.
Lift Up Your Head.
And the second one was Star Trail also. And then you did about 5 or 6. That was Blend Them.
Yeah, that was my production.
Definitely. There's a couple of your songs, about 3 songs I want to go through. There's a couple more stuff before I get you out of here. All right. I know even like a song like Family Man. How did you come up with that song there?
Well, you know, say is a youth name Tony Rochester. Remember that youth where we used to write for Garnett? You heard about him, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, is him write the song for me.
That's another big one, and that was on the Star Trail label here also.
Yeah.
So then now you're doing all this wonderful stuff there, but then now you linked up, because you said you had linked with Tony Rebel from since Destiny time, but then you guys linked up again and came up with this massive song. poor people song, ghetto people song. All right. How did you guys come up with that one there now?
Well, trust me, the only thing I know about that song is when we go into the studio. When we go into the studio and me put in a little part and some other people put in a little part, but it causing a confusion right now when man all trick me and them thing then. Yeah. It reaching a point where man a trick me and them like a thing there right now just because French Montana use a part of my part that what I wrote. Because everyone is talking about what they wrote, and them write the song and this and Tara knows what and that. And none of them never tell me how to start the song when we say higher. French Montana use the higher plus the rhythm. So we never really want to really deal with the issue. But we say we're in it, it'll get out of hand, you know. And I never certain part I never respond to it. Certain part we never respond to the song, you know, but it's a massive song. I will give thanks to where French Montana do. Because it's a good idea, right? But some part of the song is other people write it. Me write a little part of it. Everybody make a little knicks-knacks in between the song. So, well, trust me, it's a massive hit, but right now this thing that it depend on a down low where nobody never used to talk about. The only thing they used to talk about is I heard that Rebel and someone must say in the court about the rhythm. Right? But now it's getting out of hand where man I send threat and I talk about this and I talk about that over the same song just because of French Montana use my stuff and them say we're gonna get an exercise with Everton Blender. So me don't want the food alone. You know, see, me they have to share, but some of them don't want to share. Them rather know that but that's a no. Them rather know that we dead for hungry more than share.
So was it one of those things where I guess everybody that song was a collaborative effort between a couple people to actually put that song together?
Yes.
But then right now, I guess, was it even thing there? Was it something that Friendship, they took care of the business, or that was something you weren't even involved with?
No, well, you know what? No, if I get you right. It didn't ask anybody to use it, you know. But I said to myself, there's a good look still. But at the end of the day, he just took it on himself and just use my punch. Higher. If it's that what you mean.
For sure. Okay, so it was just one of those things, but I guess right now it's just causing some rupture amongst the parties that was involved with that song itself, though.
Yes. You know?
And you see, this is why I like to have these conversations, because again, we hear these nice, wonderful songs. We see you on stage doing all these good stuff, but we don't know what you're really feeling behind scenes, what kind of business is taking place behind, all type of things. So with this situation in particular, I just hope that all parties involved could work it out so everybody could move on and continue doing what they love to do, which is music.
Yeah, that's what I want. Muscle. You know, the other day, a man sent come to me say, me for watch me head back when me come to Jamaica. And all them little stuff there. Me going to the studio and sing the song. Me's a singer. Me sing the song. I have a send check come give me. So them say, it a go favor off with me. With everyone. Everyone I will get something. But at the end of the day, I'm me sing the song and they make it look like me's nothing. Them want to give me 3% or 5%, and I'm me sing the song. You see what I say? But anyway, you know, it's a good song and it's a blessed song, big song. You know, just now all over the world, we go England and them say them have a place over England, them call them Ghetto. When them song they play 100 times, them song they play. But as we say, that was everything just finished. Just every party just come together and we just done this thing and just, you know, because I don't want to go no further.
Of course, I agree, because I even seen last year, I think it was, you were enjoying yourself and you were well received in Grenada. I even seen you film Blendem video out there and stuff. How was that trip to Grenada?
Yeah, man, nice, man. Just me, nice people, them love Everton Blender, man. That tell you, man, they say, we really happy, you know. Sometimes I say, them want to get out the real authentic rubber dub singer them, the real authentic roots and culture singer them, you know, and bring in the bling bling. But it now go work, you know, because Jah preserve me and Jah give me lyrics more than lyrics. Because I have an album soon Jah write an own name, Can't Take My Space, you know. So you don't know the thing go muscle. That's the album where I drop about heart. You see it?
And I know you have the visuals out. You have the song and the visuals out for Can't Take My Space right now too.
Yes. So, you know, it's just my man. The country, them love me, man. Them love me. Because right now we have some things coming up now, supposed to go in Africa. And we have some things, you know, to go to Gambia, you know, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. You know what I say? So the Almighty is there working, you know. Sometimes them things are not now going to Everton Blender. You know, under the quiet, them don't know what's going on. Because Jah is a man where I deal with my thing. It's not just mankind. Because sometimes mankind start doing something for you, and a man just come in their knees and say, yo, love that man. Nobody deal with him, man. And them just drop Everton Blender like a bad habit. But the Almighty is there for us, and the Almighty we work with, you know.
Even the video for Blendem, how come you decide to record a video for it like almost like 20 something years after the fact?
You know, say it's a little bridge in me have, you know, I have a little road manager with me, you know, and him do video work and stuff. And him say, Everton, you know, say do that do forward a Blendem video there because that video that song they never get no video, you know. And him just come together when he was in I think it was in Minneapolis or somewhere there, and you know, him just come up with the idea and say, let's find some store, let's find some places, you know, and just drop it, you know, see it like, for instance, in I think we did a little piece in, I don't quite remember, but we did a little piece somewhere in Minneapolis. And you do another part in yes, name again, Minneapolis. I think it's in Virginia. I don't remember, but you know, but look at you, them him have ideas, you know, because right now I have a lot of songs where him go put some things to it too, like with them do Blender. Because that will pass song me have most of when I get no video, no video, like I have one name. Food from a Brain, Ali, oh. A lot of songs we're going to drop back the video sheet.
And
the
good thing with it is that these songs are massive songs, so it's not like you're trying to revive them. These are big songs in the world, so you're just adding some visuals to them, and that's just modernizing the song right there. You know what I mean?
Yes, mostly. You know what you're saying.
Yeah. No, whoever's helping you out like that, the road manager, give him a thumbs up because that's a smart way of keeping your music relevant. By now, there's visuals for it. For these massive songs that you've had for a long time now.
True.
You know what I mean? So you said right now we should be expecting a new album from you anytime now.
Yes, cause I want to finish. It was supposed to finish by in November, but we'll try to see if we can finish it in release in January.
Got you.
We do want to drop it in the December, but to say drop it for the new year. What do you think?
I'd say New Year, fresh gear. You understand right away.
Fresh gear. I love that one. Yeah, man. Fresh gear. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because them are from what? When they say the gear, them are from 1 to 5.
Yes.
We are from 1 to 7, right? New
year, fresh gear. You understand? Definitely. Listen, and when it comes to even shows and stuff like that, are you have any shows coming up for the holiday season or anything right now? What can we expect from Blender in these times right here, in this December time right here?
Well, right now, we want to deal with something for myself, you know. We want to put on a show for ourselves in either in Orlando or in Jacksonville. You know. So we want to right now, we're gonna wait for promoters to keep show with Everton Blender. Everton Blender want to put on own too, because we have a name already.
Mm-hmm.
And Everton Blender can't fight against Everton Blender. We have to just push Everton Blender. You know, so.
You get it.
Yeah, so in December here, I think I have something coming up, but I don't sure.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise from that, Everton Blender, we just keep fit, exercising and keep fit till when the new year comes in. We're ready to start the ball roll. You know what I say?
New year, new gear.
Yeah, new year, new gear. So we have to make sure we can't just work. We have to have some time when we ease, go into the studio, exercise, you know, and get the stuff done.
Keep it moving from there. Are you on social media, or it's more or less your people that handle your Facebook and Instagram and all stuff like that?
Well, right now, we never do too much on social media, but you know, sometimes we might put up a little thing and thing. But we are on all other platforms, you know.
Mm-hmm. And what's the name or title that they could check you out on these platforms?
Well, right now, I think real Everton Blender, the real Everton Blender music, and you can go Facebook, Instagram, and so forth.
And real Everton Blender music. Type that in, you'll find them right across Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the platforms. Even I'm pretty sure if you're not on TikTok yet, they'll have something set up for you, very sure. New year, new year.
Yeah, we're getting something set up for TikTok.
We know.
With the on TikTok? Yes, I'm on TikTok.
You see?
You know what's going on, man.
Mr. Blender, thank you so much for sitting down with me. Epic, great conversation again, to see things the way how you've seen it, to see your struggles, your triumphs, and you're still in the business moving strong. It's amazing to see what you've done and what you continue to do in the business. You understand?
Thank you so much, Muscle.
No problem. And have to big up Spliffy 100% for making this conversation.
Big up Spliffy, man. Spliffy, I'm a girl, man. I love Spliffy, man. Spliffy, can't forget your girl. Your princess, all right? Just take care of yourself. And thank you, Muscle, for having me.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me. Let me give you an outro and get you out of here from this great conversation. You understand, boss?
Yes.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Cuts Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out.
Blessed love. Bing, bing.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinesmusichut.com.